Hey, so I want to cut a quick video today. This is a quote from a book entitled The Way to Happiness by Hubbard. It's a non-religious moral code that can be used by anybody of any philosophical or religious persuasion. The quote that I want to take is a section out of a precept in the book called Love and Help Children. And the section that I want to read is this. It has a lot to do with one's planning what what one is trying to do as a parent. And here's a quote that I want to read. It says, one has to make up his mind what he is trying to get the child to become. This is modified by several things. A, what the child basically can become due to inherent makeup and potential. B, what the child really wants to become. C, what one wants the child to become. D, the resources available. But remember that whatever these all add up to, the child will not survive well unless he or she eventually becomes self-reliant and very moral. Otherwise, the end product is likely to be a liability to everyone, including the child. So, the portion of it that I really wanted to take up is this, is that first part. The first part of the quote is, one has to make up his mind what he is trying to get the child to become. And in that, it is implicit that it's important as a parent to have thought through what it is that you're trying to accomplish through the course of your being a parent. Obviously, the point in time where you become a parent, you bring a child into this world, and what do you want to have done by the time that you're done being a parent and you're now a grandpa and your most of your parenting is done. And so what are you trying to get your child to become? And so you've obviously, or some people I would think have an idea, some sort of either a fixed idea or a variable idea or no idea of what they want the child to become. But that then gets modified by these other factors. What can they do? Not every child is born to royal blood, so being a princess is not necessarily in the cards for everybody. Not everybody is going to be blessed with a beautiful singing voice. Some people are tall, some people are short, some people have great manual dexterity, some are extremely sharp of wit, some people are tall and destined to be NBA players, etc., etc. So you've obviously got a physical makeup that can determine what it is that they're able to do later on in life. But then you've got other things. You've got what is it that they want to become, and what it is that they want to become. Obviously, that's important, but I think that again comes down to a lot of what can dictate what you want to do as a parent. If you don't expose your children to all manner of different careers and allow them to try their hand at various things, they're not necessarily going to know that they like something or dislike something. So getting a chance to get your kids exposed to all manner of different doingnesses and career choices and so forth, I think is important. And then we've got this other factor of being the resources available. And obviously, again, not every child is going to be born the heir or heiress to a multi-billion-dollar fortune. So you're going to have a certain number of resources that are available currently to you when you have a newborn or small child, and you may make decisions as a parent later based on what it is that you really want for your children, what resources you're going to need to be made available. If you need to go back to school so that you can have more money so that you could send them to the school that you want to send them to, let's say, or if you want to move yourself to an area that is more rich in opportunities for your children, etc. But that's something, again, that once you've looked over and decided all these things that you would really want for your children, what sort of resources and what sort of opportunities do you want available for them, you can come to a conclusion of what you're really trying to get your children to become. But and all of that does play second fiddle to this last portion of the quote, which is whatever these all add up to, the children are not going to survive well unless they're eventually very self-reliant and moral. And if they can't go ahead and make their own new decisions about life, new moral decisions about life, they decided on this career choice and they say, well, you know what, I've actually found that I really love doing this, and make a complete about-face mid-career and go do something else. I feel like one's job as a parent really comes down to making sure that they are as self-reliant as possible and have a bedrock of a moral foundation that they know they can always fall back on. They know they're not meant to lie, and why that they should treat others the way that they would like to be treated. They shouldn't take harmful drugs. They need to take care of their own bodies, et cetera, et cetera. As long as you've instilled that as a parent, that at the end of the day, I feel like that one has done a good job as a parent. In any case, I thought that was a really thought-provoking quote. It's someone that I fall back on a lot to try to think of what is it that I really want for my kids. And I think it's a valuable exercise for any parent to do. All right, thanks for watching.